And at guard from Iowa, wearing number 22, Caitlin Clark.
After 222 days, Caitlin Clark is back, and it looked like she never left.
For Brazil, here's Clark. Wow! You bet! From beyond the logo! And a little point afterwards!
Her longest three yet in her preseason debut of year 2. Absolutely insane. Even with a minor left thigh injury, there was no way Caitlin Clark was missing a sold-out crowd in her old Iowa nest. And with the Fever's new signings on board, you could feel it. This game against Brazil was going to be something special. And from the jump, it took just 30 seconds. First possession, first shot, like she never left.
Salino can't finish. Here comes Clark in transition. Clark, pull up three. You bet!
And it didn't take long for her partner in threes, Kelsey Mitchell, to follow suit.
Mitchell, why not?
It was clear her teammates didn't slack in the offseason, and CC rewarded that effort.
Eyes up, finding Boston on a dime. Able to finish on the follow.
However, it wasn't all sunshine. There was a little rust, both from Caitlin and her teammates.
Turn. Nice pocket pass. Boston could...
Maybe it was the injury, or the 222 days away, but Caitlin clearly needed a moment to find her rhythm.
Season. Clark. Off on that one.
Thankfully, the Fever's ball movement was sharp, and the new signing stepped up right on cue.
Dumps it to Boston. Bonner will fire away and knock it down.
That's an area we saw throughout the course of last season.
After a quick muscle activation on the sideline, Caitlin checked back in and surprised everyone by shining where you'd least expect it.
Next, the option of having Clark on the floor with Sydney Colson so she can play a little bit more off the ball. As you see a great block from Clark there.
Yeah, she wants to try and give Clark.
And on offense, she effortlessly found the open player, reading the floor like she never missed a beat.
Clark bodying inside, wraps a pass. Good movement here. Cunningham. Cunnings! Plus the foul.
The Fever's game plan for the season is clear. Elite ball movement. And with Caitlin leading the charge.
We will all stand on our heads. I don't know exactly what that means, but I do know they were excited about her still being there.
And that didn't take all too long.
Clark hit her first attempt from three as 3 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. 9 points for Kelsey Mitchell. Clark. What up?
She ended the first with a 3 and came right back to start the second with another one.
Opening quarter. Kelsey Mitchell with 9 points. Clark, a bomb. It is good!
3 threes already, and her vision was just as sharp, even when her teammates couldn't always finish the plays.
What a pass. Timpson.
Caitlin was threading passes like a vet.
Clark in a crowd comes down with it. An Olay pass. Timpson gets down.
And the Fever's ball movement was on another level. Crisp, unselfish, and relentless. Everyone was getting involved.
Turner over to Hull. She got it. Another 3 for Indiana, their 9th of the half.
You've seen Indiana go with a variety of small...
But Caitlin didn't just rely on the ball movement.
...thing they have on the floor.
Clark drives, stops, and lays. 11 points for Caitlin Clark in this first half.
The crowd was loving every second, and the Brazil squad seemed to fan out. But Caitlin wasn't handing out any mercy.
Here today, the number of already.
They're 11 of 15 as Howard, 3 is off for Queiroz. Here comes Clark. Down the floor, touchdown! Clark to Bonner.
Caitlin came to put on a show, and as the Fever's lead grew, it became clear Brazil didn't stand a chance.
Here's Clark. Clark on the drive, gets to the cup. 13 for Caitlin Clark in this first half.
With a 46-point lead heading into halftime, the game was no longer competitive, but that didn't stop CC from putting her full game on display.
Here's Clark off the the turnover. Clark dishes. Boston floats it in.
But it was still a process for her teammates, getting used to those lightning-quick dimes coming their way.
Back from Mitchell. Clark. Extra feed. Boston leaves it short.
So, every now and then, Caitlin took matters into her own hands.
Catch. Attack. Floater is good. Here's Clark. Oh, what a look. Mitchell the extra feed, and Boston is fouled.
But her best moment of the game was still on the way. In the meantime, the dimes kept coming in.
And here comes Clark. Clark backdoor, nice find. And the layup is good. Strong finish from Ejim on the dime from Clark.
Not only a great baseline.
With just seconds left in the third, Caitlin decided to do something she has never done before.
Clark. Wow! You bet! From beyond the logo! And a little point afterwards. She knows how to spark the crowd.
A 36-foot bomb, her longest three ever in her very first game back. You can't make this up. Pure Caitlin Clark magic. That would be her final appearance of the night, ending it on the perfect high note. 16 points, 4 threes, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. Year 2 is already looking insane, and I'll be right here bringing you all the latest. Stay tuned.